Alright, everybody. This is episode 1 of Motelhottub. Welcome to the podcast. I'm the guy that makes video essays, and today we're going to be talking about U.S. car infrastructure.
I'm Jake.
I also need to record.
That's Justin. Say hi.
Hello.
Alright, I also need to start
talking about himself a lot, dude. Alright.
3, 2, 1. Well, we already started it, so this is just the screen recording. Okay, so let's jump right into the present. That's actually a sneak peek of a different
Don't look
episode.
at that.
Yeah, don't look at that.
We're going to put it in the description. Skip to this portion in the video, please.
Please skip to 10 seconds into the video.
So today's theme is road infrastructure. If you know me, you know I've been upset about the road infrastructure.
This guy can't stop talking about it.
This guy's texting me, recording highways all day long, getting angry on the road.
His favorite new word is frode.
So, the main idea here is that the whole infrastructure in the U.S. is built around the car. There's a lot of other good content on it on YouTube by channels such as Not Just Bikes, but we're just going to kind of talk about it from a funny perspective and just go through some slides today. So
We're talking about it from the blue-collar perspective.
Yeah. We're talking about it from the blue-collar perspective. Mm-hmm. This podcast is for the working man.
This podcast is sponsored by USM. No, not funny. Go just. This is a test trial.
Is this podcast for the working man?
Yeah, it's for This is the working man.
This podcast is for the middle class American.
Yeah, exactly. It's for the blue collar American. All right, so road infrastructure. So this is a pallet setter. We have a highway on top of a highway on top of a highway. I just want to ask both of you how does this make you feel when you look at it? When you just really take
the first word that comes to mind. I don't know. It looks like a brain neuron or some shit. Like there's a lot of shit going. I don't know. There's a lot going on.
Makes me feel afraid.
It's like unnecessary how much stuff's there. I'm like.
Does this look like progress to you?
It looks like a lasagna of the roads.
We're just
a lot going on, man.
Okay, so that's a pallet setter. So the first thing we're going to look at, I was watching a video about this. This is a really dangerous road. So it's right here that's particularly dangerous. So this road merges in to this road, so this road's going this way, right?
Mm-hmm.
This road merges into it. So when you get off of this road you go around and then onto this road. So you go under you go through a tunnel into like a very sharp turn, and you're probably going like at least 50 miles an hour this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently there's a lot of car accidents here because you go around the corner, and then if the traffic's backed up for whatever reason, you're gonna come up to a car like right here after coming out of this tunnel at like 50 miles an hour, and you could easily rear end somebody.
How sad is it?
Or fly off the road.
Yeah. How sad is it to be a tree in the middle of like two highways, dude? How sad would that be, man?
Yeah, this is just like dead space. Like nothing's here.
Do you think those were there originally, or they just grew out of necessity?
I don't know. It's like, did they plant these like to pop? Like this is like a barren wasteland. Like there's like just like full of rocks and like empty shooter bottles.
I feel like you always see like companies
McDonald's
like
rappers.
that. See the bunch of trailers and shit like to the left, Kyle.
Yeah.
Yeah. You always see places like that. Like, what are those places? There's no signs or anything. It's just where they keep a bunch of stuff. I don't know.
You guys don't notice the Easter egg yet?
What's the Easter egg? Is it you in the corner right there saying hi? Somebody edit that in. Edit
Just
small Kyle.
look a little bit harder.
What?
Just look at the photo and look at what else is in the photo.
The mountains?
No, you're missing it, dude.
I think I'm missing it too.
It's just that.
Activate Windows. Is
that what it is? That's the Easter egg?
It's a little Easter egg.
That's from my other computer. But don't tell Microsoft that.
Do you know where this picture's from?
Yeah, this is from, I think it's somewhere in Nevada. It was a video complaining about this stuff. There's a lot of them out there, and this is just one particular image I thought was like an example of like a really bad highway design, just because of this corner right here.
I think you're seeing things I'm not seeing. You've been studying this more, so you know like how actually messed up these are.
Well, just look at you. Like you're gonna go under this. Just imagine you're on this road and you want to go on this road, going
like
this
doing
direction.
like basically a 180 around.
Yeah, you're doing a U-turn. but you're going under a tunnel before you do the U-turn.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's like a blind U-turn.
Wonder how fast you're going.
Dude,
You probably gotta slow down, because some spots, you know, like you're like going 70, and it's like, okay, slow down to 30 when you get off here. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, that's kind of crazy.
but you know how it goes, man. People push it. You know, they go like 45, 50.
I think semis should have their own separate roads. I think we separate the semis and anyone who's in a bigger car from like normal cars.
Just allow anything but like a Fiat.
Yeah, only there's a Fiat lane only.
You should get like a fat tax break if you drive one of those.
Think so?
Or wait, so let's move on. Okay, so this is bad. This is so there's this much.
Dude, that's so bad. This shit, look at it's bad, dude.
Okay, so
you got people in the left lane that need to get off, but there's also people merging onto the highway in the same lane where the other people need to get off at. It's just
Did you notice the cheddar Easter egg, dude?
just terrible.
yeah, this is from the whatever video this was, but yeah. So you know this is like 100 yards, and you have a busy highway where cars are entering and exiting the same lane. And I haven't been on this road, but I've been on roads like this, and I mean, people do kind of make it work, but obviously there's like the potential for someone to mess up or just be doing something stupid, and then they cause an accident. How do you guys feel have you been in a situation like this on the highway?
Yeah, where I live, there's those two roundabouts. They're like right next to each other. You gotta go a roundabout into a roundabout. And it's kind of, it's upsetting. I mean, I feel like you could just go straight. I don't think that these loops are necessary that much.
Well, I mean, it's necessary because like we're living in madness, you know, and like this is
madness, dude.
This is a massive area too. I mean, just think about like how much space this stuff takes up. Like this is like the size of like a small community park, you know, and all that land and those trees and all like this space in this town. It's just in the center of a road. Like no one goes there. You can't just walk there.
Yeah,
I mean, you can, but like.
No one wants to.
It's pretty much unusable space.
Yeah,
It's just something to look at.
It's just like, you know, you could put so much stuff in here. Like you could build like, you know, a whole building. I don't know. You could put a lot of shit in here, but instead we're just using all the space for highways.
Are those tornado sirens? Those big sticks.
I think those are lights.
Oh, that's
Light poles.
they might
Crossing
be like
hands.
sirens.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know if I can zoom in, but it's just go to the next one. Yeah, that's the same one.
Well, let's go back to that one.
This one.
The one that we were just on. Yeah, I've actually had a couple experiences with highways like this, and the way it's set up, it causes people to cut across like 3 lanes of traffic to get off on the exit. Just never a fun time.
You know what the bad part? You ever see the people who are like broke? I never broke down on a highway personally, but it just looks so terrifying to be like broken down on a highway. Like,
Dude, I literally pray that like that doesn't happen to me.
Yeah,
Like,
it
it's
seems terrifying, dude. Cars are whooshing by you so fast, you know.
Yeah. What if you're like laid down on your stomach like fixing
Trying
your
to fix
tire,
a flat.
and then someone just runs your legs over?
That would be awful.
Better get used to a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's bad, dude.
It's the fear mongering podcast. You might have it too. There could be a cyst in your spine right now that's gonna paralyze you tonight. That just grows ever so slightly, and you're paralyzed from the neck down.
I want to host
Brain
an
tumor,
event
brain
like on
tumor.
the side, like on like the shoulder of a highway, like some sort of like community.
A signing,
Yeah,
a
signing.
lemonade stand.
Yeah, a lemonade stand.
A book signing event.
Yeah. All right, so we're getting into the bike lanes now. So you see this a lot, you know, everywhere pretty much, where you got like a painted bike lane. So like you're legally not supposed to go on the sidewalk for whatever reason. Okay, so number one, there should be grass between the sidewalk and the street, right? Number two, you know, a bike should probably just be on the sidewalk because you're closer in weight and size to a pedestrian than you are to a car. And then number three, though, like look at how small this is. Like I mean I know that like, you know, when you ride a bike you're mostly going in like a straight line, but like you drift like from side to side, right? Mm-hmm. And if you drift even like to the edge of this lane, like right here, your handlebar could get clipped by a car.
And also, if you slip up and maybe fall off the bike, that could put your life in danger.
Yeah, if you fall off the bike, you could tumble into the road.
There could just be like a rock on the road, or like a stick, or maybe a crack that you didn't see, and you just tumble right off your bike into the road.
I think bike lanes kind of make just like the cyclist fear for their life, and the driver think they're gonna kill someone.
Yeah,
with the bike lane.
Like, who's winning?
I don't know. I guess I don't know. Bike lanes are so dumb, dude.
Yeah, I always feel the need to get over into the left lane whenever I pass a bike lane.
Yeah, and like even if like okay, let's say someone's in the bike lane, and I'm driving along, I get terrified, dude. I'll go around him, dude. I feel like there's just a dude, because you don't know what he's gonna do. What if he sneezes, closes his eyes for a second, and whooshes into the side of your car, you kill a guy? That'd be horrible.
It's like sometimes, like, hear me out, right? Like sometimes the working man can't afford a car.
I ain't gonna hear you out for nothing on that one, dude.
So like, Motelhottub, we're here for the working man, and like bike lanes are anti-working man.
You know, you never see like a casual guy biking. It's always a guy who has a biking outfit and a specific biking helmet, a specific.
That's
biking
not really
bike.
the working man.
That's not the working man.
That's the hobbyist.
That's the hobbyist white collar bike rider. So who are these for, really?
It's for the hobbyist.
What's like the mentality of someone who wears like a skin tight suit when they're riding a bike?
Look at me, I think. I don't know. I don't know. Like, it makes it more aerodynamic, but they're not like particularly going fast ever. You know what I mean? They're like is whooshing by.
It's about the distance, man.
Is it?
I don't know.
The air resistance, maybe.
I like riding my bike, but I refuse to ride anywhere really there's roads. I feel like that like the people that are like biking in this type of bike lane or like along the shoulder of a highway, it's really just like a thing where they're like, well, if they hit me, it's their fault, and they're kind of being like, if they hit me, it's their fault, it's not my fault.
Mm-hmm.
But like if they hit you, you're also might die. So like it doesn't really matter whose fault it is at that point.
It's a merge lane.
Yeah. So,
dude, I didn't know this existed until like I moved to a place.
What is that?
I was because people were honking you, dude, and you're like, "What do you mean you're honking me?" Like, there's a merge lane. You gotta cut into traffic right now.
Yeah, so.
What is that?
It's a merge lane, bud. Look at the sign.
No, but it's going across a bike lane.
Going through the bike lane.
This is a horror show.
Couldn't they have just swapped the two of them?
And these are from videos. I didn't take these. You can't just find stuff that's ridiculous. You can, but like
no, it's all over the place.
Yeah, open your eyes.
It's like this one.
To the
you have the knockdown bike lane sign. And then you have these like multiple aggressive arrows pushing people directly across where the bike. So like if you're on a bike, right, and you're approaching this, and then you see that there's a car, do you stop and wait like right here? Do you just stand in the road between this traffic and then the people merging in?
I want to know what the speed limit is here.
Yeah, exactly. At least 45, dude.
Yeah, it's got to be at least 45.
Which means 55.
That's a casual 45 road.
Casual 45 strode, dude.
Mm-hmm.
All the roads by my house are 45.
I hate looking at dead grass. It's always the saddest thing ever, man.
So what I will say though is that like at least so like right here we have this like pretty wide sidewalk, wide enough for two directions, right?
Uh-huh.
But there's no grass barrier, and this is one thing that really gets me is like having like this one at least has this grass barrier, right, with these trees.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's like if a car flies off the road because they're going like 65 and their tire pops, at least like they might hit one of these trees before they hit me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is bad.
Oh my god! You ever see people biking biking on? I think that should not exist.
I don't know what's going on here because like there's like all this gravel and like there's always like broken glass right
Stuff
here,
that
right?
could be dangerous to a cyclist.
Yeah, and it's like you go from that to then like a bike because it's a bike lane. You can see right here. There's like that same symbol, right?
He's not in the bike lane.
But
he's not even in the bike lane.
You should report that. You should send us photo to the police.
Is this like merging onto like a freeway? Like what is happening here?
The insane level of confidence to like bike on a freeway. Because you see it by the airport. You ever see people bike?
These guys just don't even care.
Yeah.
Well, they got the whole outfit for it, dude. I mean, like,
He has an outfit on too.
When you put on the biker suit, you're invincible.
basically, dude.
Okay, so then the reason I put this one on here is very specific, actually. So with this one too, you can see that it's not just flat, right? You have the concrete like gutter and then you have like the tar on top of it, right? So what happens a lot of times is this one's pretty smooth, but this photo right here, it's like a big drop off. So, you know, that's like a couple inches. And I mean, on a car, like if you went over that, it wouldn't be a big deal. But if you have a 2-wheeled bike and you go over this and then you try to correct, you know, your wheel's going to get, the wheel's going to be rubbing against this like very raised piece of tar.
Yeah, especially if you're riding one of those road bikes with the really thin tires on them.
Exactly, yeah.
Your outfit's not going to protect you in this fall. your paper thin bike outfit
This will not protect you, dude.
Your paper thin biking outfit's going to scrape every conceivable surface of your skin.
And also, like, you can see the sidewalks just covered in gravel because no one actually walks on it.
Who cleans sidewalk? No one? Is there
the rain, dude.
I guess you're right.
God
let's take a look at how much unusable space there is due to these highways.
Yeah, over here. Like, no one goes over here.
Bunch of dead space. No one's ever going to do anything with that.
Not even animals,
There's a big pile of gravel in the middle between the two roads.
Imagine being like an animal, you just hear like cars zooming by your whole life. Be traumatized. And the jet streams in the sky, not loving it.
Oh, yeah, you got some chemtrails up there.
Not loving it, dude. Skip this photo.
Okay, so this is actually, you know, here on Motelhottub, we don't just complain, we offer solutions, right? So
I didn't know we did
this is actually
I didn't know we did that either.
This is actually a design from, I think, from like Europe or something. It was on some video I was watching, and yeah, so this is how you can have a left turn with bike lanes, right? You can have them go kind of around this. I just thought this is interesting. It's just kind of like a concept diagram.
Pretty bad. Is this supposed to be stop signs? Is this what this is? A 4-way stop?
I'm not sure. It's a roundabout, bro.
It is?
No, I mean for the bikes, I guess it is.
Yeah.
Apparently, though, this works. I mean, you never see this in the U.S., right?
No.
So, like, apparently, this is like a better way for bikes to maneuver through these type of intersections.
You flying on a bird scooter, bud, drunk as hell through that thing.
Okay, so we're getting into a whole thing now. This is
the aerial views, dude.
So this is a very special Starbucks that I saw broken down in a video. So this is the Starbucks right here. So let me trace out. So we're on the same page. Let me trace out the pattern that you go through, right?
Okay.
So if you go down this road, number one, you can't turn in from right here.
Yeah, you can't turn in from there.
So this road though, you turn in right here. You go down. You might order right here, I'm not sure, but then you take a left across the out lane and you go and get your drink, and then you loop around and take a very sharp turn. Then you which also looks like it might have people coming in on it, and that's beside the point. But then you go around here, you go down, you go across the lane that's going to get their drinks, and then you take another really sharp turn and you go out into the road. So this is a real Starbucks that got built. I think it was in Minnesota, is what the video was saying, and it was horrible. It went terribly. I think right here, this is actually a picture of the Starbucks.
Oh man!
So we can look at what I was just showing from above.
I would like a POV video of like going through it.
Unfortunately, I don't have that. But yeah. So the main thing too here is that apparently this lot was marketed as exceeding 67,000 cars a day. So what was happening is, you know, things, even though there's this mess of lanes, it was still backing up onto the road. So that you have this line of cars trying to go to Starbucks that's like literally just stopped, a dead stop in the road. So you could have a green light and be trying to get to the green light, but there's like this Starbucks drive-through that's causing this barricade. So what do you guys think about this design? Let's see.
I think it's dumb. You know? I think architects don't. I think architects just draw stuff and like have no idea how it'll actually work. You know, just like this looks like it'll go.
Well, it's like on paper, like you can trace out like the flow of cars. Right?
I see how it works.
On paper it works.
So let's say you have to merge like almost instantly to like go into Starbucks, because if you're like there, see where your mouse is at.
Yeah.
If you're there, you go follow it like you're going in, but there's a car to your left or to the left of you, yeah, and then you can't merge. So you have to go out and then go around again to like get us. Can I see a mouse? Hold on. Okay.
The crazy thing is,
You
there's
just
only
use it
one
every-
entrance to this whole
I can use
thing.
that. Wait, what happened?
You can just use it on like.
Okay, so you're in here. There's a car here, or whatever. So you can't merge, and so you just go around. You have to get out. You basically have to do another loop, to do another loop, to do another loop to get out.
not to mention there's a bike lane right there.
Oh yeah, there's a bike.
Across the.
Oh wait, you can't go this way. You have to like go up here, and then maybe do a U-E. Like you're just screwed, dude. This is like the dumbest thing ever.
Okay, so there's a little bit more content on this. So
Wait, did you know if like the business succeeded or did
no,
it?
they got rid of it.
They got rid of
it in 2021.
Oh, man.
See, that is so upset. That's so much power.
Look at this bike
man
lane.
labor to make a Starbucks just for it to be ruined because someone can't drive.
Yeah, imagine there's people just waiting for their morning Starbucks, and you're on a bike and you can't get through because there's cars in the way.
What's the fine for like blocking? Is there a fine for like blocking a sidewalk? Because I feel like that sidewalk probably blocked.
Yeah, like this car's literally blocking the sidewalk.
That sidewalk was definitely blocked up 24/7 when the Starbucks was open.
Okay. So,
Read that out loud.
meanwhile, customers who have attempted to navigate the narrow drive-through report tight turns and scraped fenders, as well as near misses with drivers backing up out of parking stalls. Brian Kennedy, a web developer. I don't know why. Why does it say that?
What's the relevance?
Underline that. Highlight that word.
Brian Kennedy, a web developer.
Important information.
Tried the drive-through in a moment of he tried the drive-through in a moment of weakness. It could barely squeeze through in a second.
I don't normally do stuff. I'm a web developer. I don't normally do stuff.
I don't normally do these kind of things,
normally sit
but
inside all day.
I'm normally really strong and don't go to Starbucks. There was a moment of weakness. Shut up, Brian Kennedy.
Okay, in all seriousness, though, he's driving past this thing every day, right? He's seen how messed up it is, and
it finally broke him.
yeah, he's finally like,
He had to
okay, like
get
I'm in the mood
Starbucks.
for a coffee today. I'll give it a shot.
So it can't
Was he
possibly be that
traumatized
bad.
by it? Was he traumatized?
In a moment of weakness, dude.
His soft web developer like body couldn't handle it going through there.
Not a working man, dude.
No.
Our web developers working men.
No. He's got scabs all over his back from sitting. He's like, "Ow, my back, I need a coffee right now." A moment of weakness. Shut up,
You gotta
Brian.
work. Web developers work for like 2 hours.
Find his
Like, I'm
IMDb,
tired for the
dude.
day,
Let's
dude.
trash his IMDb.
Okay, so he has a subcompact car, so you know how it goes, like lifted trucks and stuff. They're everywhere in America. And yeah, you're gonna drive a lifted truck through this crap. Okay, I think last we have some Twitter things from
Heidi.
the video. Yeah.
Evidence all over the
So
place. that
this is like the
drivers
permanent
had
sign, dude.
Oh, they ripped.
That thing was probably
that's,
cemented in the ground.
that's hilarious. I do think it's funny when you see like
sign here.
a drive-through sign like plowed through and they're still like using it.
It hasn't been fixed yet.
Well, it's like you can see there's multiple cars that are going over this thing, man.
All
like,
those car tracks.
Yeah. So that's like
Wait,
probably
go
right
back
here.
to that picture. How many cones did they have to put up? I see four cones. I see 4 cones in the picture.
Is that a huge rock? Like people probably.
What
hate
is
it.
that?
Yeah, so they put a cone on top of the rock and a couple of them.
Let's put a huge rock on this like horrible.
But
drive-through,
it's
dude.
not even like it's not like that people aren't seeing it, right? Like I'm sure everyone that's in this drive-throughs, they're having like they're having a few minutes to process how bad it is, and they're seeing it. But like even when you see it, it doesn't mean that your car can fit. And I mean, you can see this right here. This is like a Nissan. I mean, it's not like a big car. And
I like how people are calling it car bucks.
yeah, hashtag car.
Oh man, can you imagine being stuck in the snow at Carbucks?
I wonder, should we try to go to
Nightmare.
Twitter right now and go to that?
The Snarbucks.
We could try to go to Twitter. You just jump out of the presentation. We can obviously.
Can we see
Pull
if are we still recording? Not to
Yeah.
like ruin the integrity of the podcast like, by skipping out of character.
You're not in character, dude. You're supposed to be acting like yourself.
Yeah, you broke the third wall.
Oh, Brittany, Mike.
See, I can't. I'm like, I'm just like, cut that out. And
Cut your
dox
social
myself.
security.
What is this? Why does it look like this?
It's edgy, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it supposed to be like that?
See, the one thing that really bothers me is that you always need to log in to see anything on this stuff, right? So I want to search. I want to just do like a search for.
Carbook. Big dog, Justin. Yo. That's the awkward silence. Justin, can you pass me another sponsored beverage?
One sponsored beverage coming right up.
Thank you, sir.
We'll see if anything comes up on here. It's funny.
Thanks,
There's your
Justin.
sponsored
Justin
beverage.
hands Jake the beverage. Jake grabs beverage. It's cold in his hand.
Oh, this is
Reminding him
actually
of crisp winter's day. He cracks it.
there's actually a video of someone going in here.
Takes a sip. There is. Let's see.
I also crack my
Yeah.
beer.
Full screen that shit. I mean, poop.
And take a sip.
Hashtags.
Full screen of
Oh,
poopy.
there's bikers.
Jake and Justin clap glasses together, rejoicing of the memories they've had over the years.
Yeah, baby.
Are they pulling up to the Carbucks?
Yeah, this is that Starbucks.
Yeah, baby.
See what else we got? That's
Carbucks.
what we just showed.
Woo! Hashtag Carbucks. What's it look like now? Can you look up what it looks like
I
now?
want like some juicy content. Problem solved. Not. It's just like, oh, this is like the traffic backed up.
Oh my god.
So they're completely
horrible.
blocking the bike lane.
I'll report this image.
I'm not even logged in. Had to revisit the Carbucks that's been reflecting the fallen Ballards.
I wish
Yeah,
I
so
would have
people
known
are just
about
running
this.
this over. Look at that on the bike lane.
I wish I would have known about Carbucks before it got shut down.
We should have gone, dude.
We should have gone.
Spend another few seconds on this, and
Starbucks needs to pay for this. If you go to
Starbucks doesn't need to pay for this.
go steal. If you're listening to this, go steal from Starbucks right now.
What is that?
What is that?
That's traffic cones fighting. So we made a cool input.
Okay.
Do you think the flames are like a normal scene in the Carbucks parking lot, or is that edited in?
Yeah, they're a normal scene, dude.
So it's just a normal situation.
Okay, so moving on from Carbucks.
What was that?
So this is a huge parking lot. It's all the drive-throughs that are traced out, right? So you have like this massive parking lot.
I love
already.
parking lots.
And number one, okay, like look at how like the parking lot's like the same size as the store. You can visually see that like this parking lot is like the same size as the store. So like,
Yeah.
you know, the store is like however many square feet. Like just all the space, dude, is being used for nothing. It's just being used for people to just park their car. That's
You
it.
do rarely see people like taking up the entire parking lot ever. You know, like
Because you gotta have some overhead. You can't just like have a parking
I
lot.
mean, it's weird that they assume like that they're gonna fully occupy the building like constantly.
Like imagine there's like
I don't know, like Costco on a Saturday though.
It is kind of
Those
insane.
parking lots are completely jam
But,
packed.
yeah,
there's actually some of the stuff I've seen on
you
these
ruined it.
videos.
Just you ruined the immersion. You ruined Gal's point.
No.
No, he right.
Regarding the
Costco
parking
on a
lots,
Saturday is only the parking. It's like the only parking lot that I've ever seen that's full.
Yeah.
This is actually this brings up a problem though that I didn't even have anything in here about. There's actually minimum parking requirements for like zoning codes, right? So
What's
like
that mean?
it means that like if you have a business that's however big, you have to have at least this many parking spots.
Oh, okay.
So like that's actually like a good point that you kind of segued into is that there's these minimum parking requirements. I'm not saying this is necessarily, but if you see like a dentist office with like 20 spots, right, and there's like 4 employees and like 3 customers at a time, right? So there's never 20 spots that are filled up.
Yeah.
But some of that can be due to minimum parking requirements. Back to the slideshow though. Just the amount of all these red lines are drive-throughs.
Mm-hmm.
How does a drive-through make you guys feel?
Convenient sometimes. Sometimes you feel awful. You're the worst feeling is like going through a drive-through and eating in your car regardless of it.
How does that make you feel?
Oh, that's like the worst feeling ever. Like going to McDonald's through a drive-through and then parking in the parking lot.
Smashing 3
and
McDoubles, just a
eat
McChicken,
two,
a
4
large
sandwiches.
Diet Coke.
Should we seriously eating in the car after going through drive-through?
Like I'm eating in your car. You ever seen those videos like all the food reviewers on YouTube? They all like eat in their car all constantly.
Is it weird that I go through a drive-through only to stop to eat? Not at all.
No.
That's not weird. Hold on.
That's someone who also does that.
I don't like the idea of strangers watching me eat alone. I want to eat while they're still piping hot. I want to eat while it's still piping hot. Piping hot's kind of cringy.
Piping hot. It's piping hot.
As an introvert,
Everybody say piping hot at the same time. 1, 2, 3. Piping hot at McDonald's.
As an introvert, lunchtime during the busy workday is a perfect opportunity to get away from people. Rather than go back to the office and possibly having to engage in conversation.
You see, I kind of get that. I kind of want to be left alone.
I do kind of feel that.
I mean, I get it. It's just, yeah, it's kind of funny the way they have it written out. Let's see if anything comes up. It's just people.
Yo, click on that one.
Which one?
That one.
That one right there.
This one?
Yeah, that's some funny meme one.
It's a meme.
Hilarious drive-through shows. What do they do? I've seen videos of like people like throwing like a drink at like the person's face.
Yeah, those are.
When I was younger, I would have thought that was funny, but like now it's kind of like, you know, these people are not like, they're not like the people you should be like messing with, bro.
You ever see the ones where it's like people like rapping their order into the mic and then like they just people in the drive-through just like please be quiet.
That was funny, like, you know.
What the fuck?
Wait, Kyle, zoom in on that.
Dog refuses.
Click on the science picker app.
What if they
click on it?
What if they had refuses in all caps, like the political videos? Like
this is definitely some good clickbait.
Live reaction of dog refusing to give birth.
It's on sciencepicker.com.
Dog refuses to give birth when vet sees the ultrasound. He calls the cops.
Why not the vet, dude?
Poopless yards.
Let me make sure the audio's still rolling.
Dude,
what is this?
Open poopless yards.
Hold on. When Billy refused to, do you want to read this one?
When Billy's dog refused to, when Billy's dog refused to give birth, he knew he had to take action. He immediately called a local veterinarian who didn't know what he encountered. He had never seen anything like this before. The dog didn't want to give birth. He could be, what could be the cause?
When he made the ultrasound.
Look at how many ads are going at once.
When he made the ultrasound, he saw it. There's 1, 2, 3. What, is that even the?
You gotta click the next one.
That looks like a fake continue button, dude. Yeah, what's the story?
Just to read this one.
Billy wasn't sure what to think. The vet didn't speak a word to them when he took his dog away. What was going on? Could this maybe have something to do with the weird behavior he experienced during the pregnancy, or was there something else?
Okay, so like the way these are written like this because every page of ads they load, they get more more ad clicks.
Look at all the ads.
So it just makes you keep clicking. There's like
how many? Next button. Scroll.
How many ads are How many ads are on the screen right now? Let's do a count.
I can't even. This is like glitching out, dude.
All right, so there's footprints to recovery. There's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Of the same thing.
5.
Is that
do we count both of those?
Is that next button an ad? The one like
yeah, that next button's a phony one.
What does this do? Say it. It doesn't even go to anything.
You got some
malware on your computer.
Oh, I want to see what the end of the story is.
Downloads Minecraft.
You got some spyware.
Okay, let's just run them up some money for a second. Clicking all these ads.
No, we're doing this website a favor.
The police finally arrived. Hey,
it's just like you have to keep going to the next one because it always leaves us.
I can't. Still can't believe what's going on.
So we don't even know what happened yet.
How many clicks has it been? Like 6 now, and we still don't know what happened to the dog.
We're giving them too much money by going. Let's go back to the main point of this podcast.
Damn, ads work so good.
Yeah, so you put this one in here.
Yeah, I just saw this the other day about, you think cars ruined everything, man? Like, look how kind of cool this was. And now look at it later on. It's dumb. And there's so much empty space everywhere. It kind of sucks that you need a car to, like, do anything nowadays, you know? I'd rather have a horse. That'd be kind of nice.
I like how this is called Cars Destroyed Our Cities.
But yeah, that's my point on that, I guess. Owl cigars. You think those were yummy?
They probably were in, like, back in 1906, you'd be able to walk to go get some Owl cigars.
You wouldn't have to
wearing like you wouldn't have to hop in your car.
6 layers of clothes, smoking cigars in like the summer. Sounds awesome.
People did wear a lot of clothes back then.
Oh yeah, everyone had the full the 3-piece suit on.
Yeah.
Do you think people talked about like carriages like they do cars? Like, damn, he's got the nicest carriage I've ever seen, dude. Take a photo of me that takes 15 minutes to take in front of this guy's nice carriage.
You're the Pals boys.
Look up most expensive carriage. Or nicest
the chariot.
Zoom in on that again.
I'm not zooming on that.
Yo, let's talk about that again.
Let's talk about this.
Let's talk about this.
What's that from? Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about it. I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember.
It sounds familiar.
Okay.
You can skip this now.
Okay, so this is a
man.
drive-through. This is a concept drive-through. I don't think this is like actually real.
Well, did
yet.
you see the?
It's like a
there
bank.
was another one, like a Taco Bell concept, where it's like only a drive-through thing.
To Dubai, dude.
Oh, it's just there's a Starbucks like that in Denver. I was actually walking by the Starbucks one time, and I wanted to get a coffee. It's literally just a drive-through.
Strictly drive-through.
Yeah. So this one though, this is like the same thing as like a bank teller, where I guess they like beam the food down to you.
It materializes in your hand.
Yeah.
So it materializes inside your stomach.
Food comes down through like a tube.
Do you think you feel awful?
You gotta drive up to Burger King and get ready for the feeding tube.
Yeah. You drive up, you put your mouth on the same tube as the person.
The drive-through feeding tube.
Do you think you feel awful if like a burger materialized in your stomach? Like it just loads in there. They don't have to chew or anything.
I enjoy that, dude. I think eating's a waste of time. Tell me eating's not a waste of time, dude.
It does take so long to eat. Like you have to spend your whole lunch break eating.
You have to go through a drive-thru and sit in your car for like 20 minutes.
Yeah. Just to eat in the parking lot. Just to digest in the parking lot.
Yeah, so this is this concept drive-through. This is like here on Motelhottub we offer solutions, right? So I think one thing is just that like these painted bike lanes have to actually have like a tangible barrier, like not like a piece of plastic that flops down.
That ain't stopping an F-150, brother.
I mean, yeah, like this would mess up your car if you hit it,
Yeah.
right? Like, and everyone knows that. Like when you have those like things like we saw way back, I don't think the ones that were on this, where it was
Twitter,
like
yeah.
the ones we could like
Yeah,
push
they're
them
completely
down.
flattened by the cars.
Yeah, and people know that, right? But when they see this, they even if they could plow through it, they know that like my car is going to be messed up, and no one wants to have their precious lifted F-150 messed up.
And I feel like this is like the least that the city can do for bike lanes.
Well, it just actually creates like real separation.
Yeah, it's something.
What's she carrying on her bike? What is that box?
She's getting like probably groceries, dude. If you're trying to like actually not drive.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is
That's like what a normal person who rides a bike should look like. Not that. The next one. Right there, that lady. Not a stupid outfit.
yeah,
Skin-tight
she's wearing like
outfit. She's
normal
just
clothes.
Yeah, it's just probably on her way to the deli or on her way to work or
On
something.
the way to the bodega. Like
To the
I would be
bodega.
doing, like I did earlier, yes.
So this is from a YouTube video by a channel called Not Just Bikes, and this is a street in Amsterdam. This is basically just like an example of like what a street could look like, without cars / like with minimal cars, where like I guess maybe you could drive a car down here, but like it's not very constant, and there's like you see the amount of people, right? And I always think about that when you see like a bunch of cars stop at a stoplight. It's like, dude, if there's this many people standing there, it'd be like a whole crowd, But so this is like a example of a better street.
Yes. I put that on there. That's Highway H3 in Hawaii that they built through this beautiful, like the most beautiful part of Hawaii, and no one like uses it. It's like constantly empty because no one wanted this highway, but they built it anyway. And now it's just some ugly piece in the beautiful landscape area, in the middle of a beautiful landscape that no one uses.
I mean, there's no better way to spend government funds than roads, dude.
I mean,
We need more concrete everywhere.
Exactly, pave the earth, dude.
But
That'd be
yeah,
a good
that's
t-shirt.
it. It's a dumb pave the earth. There needs to be a road here.
Not even if not a road, a parking lot.
Yeah.
There's nothing here. We need to pave it.
Yeah, all
It
this
needs
grass,
concrete.
dude. Why is all this grass here, dude?
Yeah,
You
look
just,
at all these, grass and nice natural trees and brush to the area, and it's really nice scenic mountains. This needs a road.
pave them up.
We need to put a road here.
I did that. I don't know why I did that.
Cone types and their effects on America. What's the effect of this cone on America versus this cone?
That cone looks like you could put you could tie stuff on both of these. I don't get the difference, okay?
You cook an egg on this one, dude.
But they're everywhere. There's cones everywhere, and there's no construction. Like, why? Tell me.
They could be psychologically manipulating you.
I think
slower.
they bought too many. They bought too many cones, and now they gotta get rid of them. So every time there's a job for the city, they just leave like 18 of them.
Put a million cones down,
and then eventually they just vanish into the ether.
It's like if someone gets like a bunch of like the kind of food they don't like, and then they like give it to you as like a gift.
Pretty much.
It just tastes like garbage.
People of America, I call on you to do your duties and steal a cone anytime you see one.
To get rid of these.
What should they do with them?
No, you need to go leave these in front of City Hall if you see them. You need to go just leave them in the front of the mayor's office or whoever is in charge of cones and the distribution.
Pave City Hall, dude.
Put a road
the U.S. Department of Cones.
Cone rescues. We should do like a pit bull rescue, but for cones. Just flood your backyard.
Look at all the cones we have. Would you like to adopt some?
Serious question. Would you rather own a pit bull or a cone? I'd rather own a cone, dude. Would you, Justin? What do you think? Would you rather own a pit bull or a cone?
Probably a pit bull.
Pit bull? You'd rather own a pit bull than one of these?
No, I like dogs.
Would you rather drink?
Dogs are cool.
Would you rather
pit
drink?
Bull's not a dog, dude. It's something else.
It's a lifestyle.
Would
you rather drink a Voodoo Ranger out of that cone?
We're not on that podcast yet, bro.
Okay, but what would you? Okay, well.
Yeah, that's for the next one, bro.
No, the producer's like threatening me right now.
What were you gonna say?
Let's say, which one would you rather drink a Voodoo Ranger out of, that cone or that cone?
I think this would be a more smooth Voodoo Ranger experience. It would go flat before you finish this one.
Yeah, like with the skinny cone on the left, it'd be kind of like a beer bong type thing, but on the right, that would be a lot of Voodoo Ranger.
It's just one Voodoo Ranger, though. I'm not saying the whole thing's
one
full.
out of the cone. Yeah, I think that the one on the left would be a more enjoyable experience.
One beer in this.
Yeah.
Or one beer in it and then use it as a cup.
Yeah.
Okay, so I found this on Google Images. I mean, the captions. If you're ever feeling stressed,
you just took a screenshot. You didn't even like save the image. There's
still the iFunny too. The iFunny.
There's still the X and the arrows on it.
Bro, you haven't noticed like these are literally screenshots of like what happens when you click it. I'm putting in minimal effort, dude.
The iFunny, dude.
I think it makes it better.
Okay, yeah. So we have 50 lanes going into 4. I don't even. This is insane, dude. China's on something, dude. They're on on the communism pack.
We on that no infrastructure. We on that. We probably skip this. I don't want to talk about China right now.
Okay, so this is a.
You know a lot about
this. Is a famous photo. I actually had this. It was like a guy standing on a rock looking out at this. I had this as my background for like a year on my computer.
It's my favorite spot in the U.S. I actually had my first kiss right here.
Where is this at? This should be Justin Matt, dude. That Axon.
Okay, so I saw this picture a while ago, but I actually saw that backstory recently. It's actually by a professional photographer, and he was doing some sort of photo series on like the roads of America. So for whatever reason, he saw this opportunity to take this, and he thought this captured like what American roads and highways were. So I mean, and it does, because this image is like a decade old now. It was like from like 2010 that the guy took this.
It all still looks like this,
and it just like this captures it, dude. Like this really does. Like,
we've all seen something like this.
Exactly. Yeah. So we've all been here, bro.
I mean, there's something like this in my hometown. It's everywhere,
dude.
It's everywhere.
I grew up in these streets, dude. Yeah, it's just disgusting.
And you got a bunch of American classics.
Just like 9 gas stations and like 3 food places and a forest behind it. I mean,
the more I look at it, the more stuff I notice.
Yeah.
Like
there's like layers too.
There's like the brown building right next to the Shell sign. I just noticed that was a Quiznos sub. Behind that's the Pizza Hut. To the left of that is a Perkins. Behind the Perkins is a Starbucks. Behind that's a Subway. And then in front of all that, there's a McDonald's sign, but I don't actually see the McDonald's.
I like how we have.
There's a Taco Bell across the street.
We have like the general gifts and souvenir shop too, on top of all the chains. What are they selling gifts and? What are the souvenirs they're selling?
McDonald's hats.
Do they have like merch for all the chains?
Maybe that'd be kind of cool.
You can get yourself an Exxon shirt.
Gas looks expensive.
Yeah, I mean, considering this was taken, what, you said about a decade ago?
Yeah, it was like when it was up because of Obama manipulating the economy.
Skip this. He's getting flared up, dude.
He's getting fired up.
Alright, so
this one's real good.
how does this make you feel inside?
Terrible.
Christmas?
Candy
I
cane.
mean, can you imagine getting off your 9 to 5 and then just sitting in this?
Dude,
Every day.
I hate sitting in traffic. I'd rather like drive an extra like 20 minutes than sit in traffic.
Yeah, I'd rather just be driving the whole time than sitting in traffic.
Because you feel like you're doing
traffic is
something there.
miserable.
It
You're
feels
stuck.
like you're like being stuck
trapped.
is awful.
You can't even get out of your car and you just can't do anything.
This isn't a long exposure photo either where there's like streaks. This is like individual car lights, right?
And the crazy
like,
thing is, it's how many lanes? What is that? 6 lanes of traffic.
2, 3,
Why don't they just drive
4,
forward? I mean, like that's all you have to do to
6.
stop this.
It's
Dude, I can't even count this. 1, 2. It's like all mixed. Look at it. It's all mixed together.
yeah. I think each side has 6 lanes.
It's like a 12-lane highway.
Yeah, so this is a massive highway, and
Yeah.
it still looks like this. What could have caused this?
Well, if adding more lanes
LeBron
fixes
James.
the problem, yeah, does this affect LeBron James' legacy? It's a serious question.
LeBron James.
What kind of? Well, does it have a positive or negative impact on his legacy?
Well,
I'd say
I think it's going to have a
negative for
negative
sure.
impact on his legacy.
Negative impact.
They're all driving to see the Lakers game, dude. He's stuck in traffic.
But little do they know, LeBron's limo is somewhere in that traffic, and he can't get to the Lakers game.
He's on Twitter right now.
LeBron's somewhere in this picture. Where is he? It's like, where's Waldo, dude?
Where's LeBron?
I think you put this on here, Jay.
I did. I was just looking up stuff. Isn't that stupid, dude?
Pumps 4.
Look how many signs there are. You ever see the ones like they always have like turn this way to go out, like stupid signs, dude.
I mean,
I don't
a
ever
lot
look
of-
at signs ever. Why are they there?
A lot of these signs are kind of vague, too.
Give way?
Give
What does
way.
that mean?
Give what?
Red route. Red route.
No stopping anytime.
Humps for... Is
3-4 miles.
that 3/4 of a mile or
I don't know.
34 mile?
34.
What does that mean?
It's 34.
Is it like literally
Humps
just?
for 3-4 mile to
Is
the
there
left.
just those, or like are they every so often?
I don't know.
I like how that's a picture of it too. Like we don't know what a speed is. It like
That's what it looks like, dude, from the side.
yeah, the profile view. All right, is this it?
Yeah. Any
Oh,
closing?
man.
Any closing statements?
Oh, shit.
Kyle.
Just spilled something on myself. The roads are bad, man, and if we had better infrastructure, then I think a lot of us would have happier lives. That's really my closing.
Everybody start walking.
The thing is, you can't though. Like you can't walk through this stuff, man. Like it's, you can't. You're gonna walk for like an hour to get around this corner.
Yeah, I mean, some of the only places that are like truly walkable are like college campuses here.
I think maybe
Yeah,
it's
college
the
campuses.
city mentality makes stuff unwalkable. Like I feel like you could walk a lot of places in a small town, like if you had to,
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, like in a smaller town. So I think the thing about college campuses is funny because like they are walkable, but to live in the only walkable place, you have to go $50,000 in debt.
Kyle, look up
You
pregnant
have
dog.
to sink yourself into debt.
Look up pregnant dog won't give birth.
Revisit that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to dig into this again.
I don't know why.
I mean, we don't know why the pregnant
Is the same
dog
thing
didn't
that
give
come up?
birth. Refuses.
That's not a real dog, though. It's a false search. It's a pit bull. Pit bull's not a real dog.
Look how pregnant they are, dude. Where's
Okay.
the one?
Well, anyways, I think that closes out this episode of Motelhottub. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye, guys.
Peace.